Hey filmmakers, welcome to my channel. My name is Brooke Bierhaus. I am a documentary filmmaker, award-winning journalist, and television host, and I have now started a YouTube channel. And I'm going to share with you 3 misconceptions that people have about filmmaking to hopefully help you in your journey as a filmmaker, or if you're just interested in the craft of filmmaking. First of all, what does the title filmmaker really mean? Well, for a lot of people, that means they are director, editor, producer, cinematographer, either one of those titles or all of those titles. It really varies. I personally am a documentary filmmaker, so I'm coming from this on a little bit of a different angle. Sometimes it means that I can be a one-woman band. That often means that my documentaries are very run and gun and they're very micro budget, which is great for any type of freelance positions, or if networks are going to buy my content, I can usually pitch it for a better fee. But it's important to bridge together community and to bring people in and pay them in talent whenever you can. So on that note, let's get into the first misconception of being a filmmaker. Most people believe that you need to go to film school in order to be a filmmaker. The truth is, some of the best filmmakers studied journalism, they studied anthropology, arts, business, maybe they had their law degree, human rights. But if you're interested in the cinematography aspect, then definitely pursue your passion in film school. But if you're looking to get your start in filmmaking, and particularly in documentary filmmaking, you don't need a film degree. What you need is journalism, you need to know business, you need to have an interest in people, so anthropology. It helps to have some sort of art or other passion that you can focus and become an expert or a side expert, at least to talk to experts in the field that you're interested in for those different passion projects. You also would benefit from an environmental science or something along the social sciences and sciences as well. Where I'm going with this is you really don't need a film degree if you are becoming a documentary filmmaker. You need to be able to put time towards your craft, so really learning all the different camera angles. You need to have a good sense of what it is to be a storyteller. You should definitely try to reach out to those people who are in your local community or people that you admire who might benefit from having a production assistant or someone that's on set during different filming times so you can learn from them. The best way to learn is in the field. Truth is, the film was probably never done. Once you go through pre-production, production, and post, you now have entered the distribution phase, which also means you need to have a lot of marketing and pushing out social media, different ways to get people engaged with your film and know where to find it. In my experience, my films have taken anywhere from 1 year to 4 years, really, for it to really pick up steam and find its true life and its people that want to watch it and view it and engage with the content. A lot of times people will ask me how I got my films onto different platforms, how I got awards for the films that I have created, how my documentaries got notoriety, how I got to where I am. And the truth is, it was just day after day, week after week, year after year, believing in those projects, pushing out social content, making people aware of where my films were screening, letting people know where they can watch it, and really advocating for my films. And it's not an easy process. It's not overnight success. You did the work for the film, but just because you did the film doesn't mean everybody wants to watch it or that it deserves some sort of success and award. But what you really need to do is focus on the fact that films can take 1 to 4 years of constant push out and marketing and making people aware of your film before it even hits its footing. So don't get discouraged. And because I'm making this short and sweet, the third misconception that people have about filmmaking is that you need a ton of money and great camera gear to get started. Let's unpack the camera gear aspect. No one really cares what camera you shot with. I know that's controversial, but a lot of people don't care whether you shot with a Sony, Nikon, Red. Standard is 4K. If you have a 4K camera and you're able to record and you follow the correct frames per second and everything else, you know how to work your camera, you can get a beautiful image on the screen. But what people will not tolerate is poor audio. So if you're going to invest your money into anything, it should be a really great shotgun mic. If you are a run and gun type of person, you should have 2 sets of lavalier mics that are quality. I can also put some links below to other videos where people have talked about the best sound quality and really getting your kits ready. And having a great kit is super important. I'm not saying that you shouldn't invest in a great camera if you can afford it. But what I am saying is that you don't need a great camera if that's what's holding you back. I think the most important thing you can do is find a good team if you're in narrative filmmaking and try to build out from there, get your body of work, see if people will donate in kind for their services or locations. If you're a documentary filmmaker, work with people who you think might vibe with whatever story you're doing, and from there, try to look for grants. I always apply for grants once I have a trailer ready or some sort of proof of body of work that ties into what that grant is seeking to fund. And if you have any questions about grant writing and finding funds, feel free to put them in the comments below because I'd like to do more of these videos if it's helpful for you. And that is 3 misconceptions most people have about being a filmmaker.